Pathways was basically to be a leadership development with young people from the community, low-income young adults from the community, to see if it was possible to spend a year getting them to a place where they wanted to go further than where they were, where they wanted to take that next step. And that next step, based on Pathways program, was college, finishing their high school or GED and getting to college, and possibly a living wage job. And these were young people from 17, the youngest one was 17, so I had to get permission from her mom. So 17 to about 24 years old. They needed a lot more than what I think the original planning for the program was provided for them. There was so much trauma in that group of young people that sometimes it was overwhelming trying to keep everyone focused. In retrospect, I'm not sure that it was a lofty idea to get low-income youth from this place of low functioning to a higher functioning place. But the way it was structured, it was impossible to do that. There was not enough structure there to hold them and to get them to that space, not enough support. So basically what I did was I wanted to take them from where they were, meet them where they were, and just move them a little. My goal was to get them through school, get that GED, and get them interested in school afterwards. So I wasn't looking at a living wage job. That was, for me, I couldn't imagine getting from where they were to that place. When I was a leader, when I came into Solid Ground, a leader with the VISTA program, there was it was a culture there already of anti-racism, anti-poverty. And we had trainings around talking about privilege and race and class and things. So I was schooled in that when I was a leader. So when it came time to supervise the Pathways team, I wanted to bring that in too, because these young people I work with had never had that type of conversation or dialogue. I mean, they were living the experience of oppression, but they didn't have a space or a place to talk about it, so they were a little hesitant because they didn't know the language. And what happened with having these conversations and these trainings around racial topics is that the members became very aware of microaggressions. They became very aware of their surroundings and how racism played out. Not that they hadn't been in that before, but they just didn't have a language for it or the voice. They hadn't been given a voice to their pain. So Pathways gave these members a voice to express their pain. I know that what I've gotten from this program, what I've gotten out of being at Solid Ground, I would like to give that to someone else. I would like to pass that forward, play it forward, so that someone who is not used to having these conversations can feel comfortable about having them. Not so much comfortable about what comes out of having those conversations, but being comfortable with being uncomfortable. Because I'm uncomfortable all the time having these conversations. It never gets any easier. I grew up in a single parent home, 3 brothers and me. I think we were poorer than I thought we were, because I was having fun. I thought I was having fun. But there are moments there when, my mom is working in the kitchens, cooking for other people. She's cleaning houses and things. She was a maid, and she would go from sunup to sundown. We wouldn't see her. So there came a time when, as we were getting older, her salary didn't. So we were homeless a lot. She never had a poor mentality, and she would always say, I don't care how poor you are, you can always take a bath, and you can always keep your place clean and your clothes clean. So she was like, no matter where finances, you keep yourself together. So I got that from her. It took her a long time to go get help. She wouldn't, because she didn't want to have to stoop and beg. And it seemed to be the way that you could get things easier. So she would rather not eat than have to lower herself or demean herself. And I don't know if I can say this on camera, but she had a saying. She said, I would rather eat shit and chase rabbits than bow down to anyone. And I remember that. I got that from her.